Hey Miami Lakers, and welcome to our daily COVID-19 update here in our community, 7 days a week, Monday through Sunday. I'm joined by our Town Manager Ed Pidermann, and we're right here in the heart of Main Street, right in front of Town Hall. As you can see, we have our Veterans Memorial right behind us. So Miami Lakers, today we had a great day here in our community. We had about 500 families that we were able to work with Farm Share and Commissioner Bovo's to feed 500 families here in our community. It was a great way to help and work with our neighbors. We had the private sector come in and help out. We had many volunteers come in and help out. We do wish we could have secured more, because we realize that the demand is very, very large. There are many people in Northwest State, in our communities, that need a lot of help, especially folks who've been out of work for over a month, who need that help. So we'll be working to be providing more. I know at Miami Lakes United Methodist, they're providing Monday through Sunday. They're providing meals from 10 a.m. to noon. And then we also have the program that the folks were out and about today, delivering groceries to our seniors in our community. So we're here to help you guys, and welcome, Mr. Manager, and give us the update of the day for the COVID-19.
Yeah, just wanted to start off by telling everybody that, again, we only had an increase of 2 from yesterday, which seems to be our normal average, 1 to 2 new cases a day. So the number that we're up to is 41. From yesterday's morning report to this morning's report is 41 cases in the town of Miami Lakes. And it's incredible with the large number of people that we have here that we still only have 41 cases. I know it doesn't mean a lot to those 41. I'm sure they're at home and they're not having a great time, but 41 cases, very low number compared to other communities. And I just wanted to, like the mayor was saying, we had the food distribution event today, where there's another food distribution event going to happen next Friday. It's also going to happen at Royal Oaks Park, so stay tuned for that. Tuesday is going to be our second meeting of the council, which is going to be virtually by Zoom. And in addition to that, I want to direct all of you to our webpage. We have now put on a resource page on our website that really walks you through all of the different resources dealing with the coronavirus, both financial, medical. It's a great resource. You can go right there. There's several links to all the places that you need to go, and it really should help guide you right to whatever resource you're looking for.
Señor administrador, si puedo hablar de eso en español. Yo sé que Jenny Osot, por su mensaje que dice que no se escucha, Jenny, déjame saber si lo puedo oír mejor ahora. Como dijo el administrador, hay 41 casos en nuestra comunidad en este momento. Eso es un incremento de 2 casos desde ayer, y hoy había una distribución en el Royal Oaks Park donde le dimos comida a 500 familias en nuestra comunidad. Trabajamos con el comisionado Bovo, con Farm Share, con el consejo, con el sector privado, con voluntarios para hacer eso, y también había el grupo llevando mandado a los residentes aquí en nuestra comunidad, a las personas mayores también. Y entonces hay la iglesia Miami Lakes United Methodist, de entre el lunes y a viernes están dando comida desde las 10 de la mañana hasta las 12 de la tarde. Si tienen cualquier pregunta, empieza preguntando la pregunta. If you have any questions, start submitting those. Like the manager said, next week we have a city council meeting. We are moving forward with city business. We want to work and represent your interest every single day. But we do know that life, little by little, has to begin returning to normal as fast as we start flattening the curve. I know the manager mentioned that yesterday there was a very important discussion that's being had nationally. It's being had in various states. It's starting to happen here in Dade County, starting to happen here in Miami Lakes. How do we get our community back working again? Is there a way to get back some of these businesses to start working in a safe manner? And those are things that our town manager, our staff, economic development committee is already looking at, because that discussion has to start happening now. Can't happen a month from now, 2 weeks from now, but those discussions have to start beginning now. Y como lo dije en inglés, la discusión de empezar trabajando otra vez todos los negocios en nuestra comunidad, esa discusión tiene que empezar ahora. Ya está pasando a nivel nacional, está pasando a nivel del Estado y tiene que pasar aquí local en nuestra comunidad. Ya yo sé que el administrador también con el Economic Development Committee están mirando eso porque hay muchos trabajos que pueden abrir de una manera que no pueda, que estén seguros, para estar seguros que estemos echándose adelante y ayudamos a las personas en nuestra comunidad. Mr. Manager, do you, Mauricio Rodriguez is asking, do we know yet how the president's phasing will be implemented in Florida and Miami Lakes?
No, I mean, I think that there's a disagreement about what are the powers, whether the president or the governors, or even locally. I mean, even if the president or the governor takes certain actions, locally, we can never, as a local government, as a city or a county, we cannot do less than what the governor or the president imposes, but we could always do more. So obviously, this is an issue that we know what the impact has been financially to a lot of our small businesses and a lot of our residents. So we always take that into account. We definitely want to try to get our economy back to normal, but we can't do it at the expense of possibly creating a second spike in the coronavirus. So we got to take all of that into consideration.
Thank you, Mr. Manager. If you want to repeat that in Spanish, because I know a lot of folks.
El presidente y el gobernador han hablado de a lo mejor cuándo se va a poder abrir la economía otra vez, qué tipo de negocios, pero en realidad nosotros como gobierno local, ciudades, condados, no podemos hacer menos de lo que manda el presidente o el gobernador, pero siempre podemos hacer más. Y yo sé que han habido discusiones en el condado y nosotros las estamos teniendo aquí en Miami Lakes a nivel de ciudad y estamos hablando de qué hay que pasar para poder ir abriendo cosas poquito a poco y cuando estemos listos, porque tenemos que seguir el consejo médico, qué es lo que podemos abrir y cuándo podemos abrir.
Thank you, Mr. Manager. Gracias, señor administrador. Edith Berrio Gallego está preguntando, she's making a comment that she was in line this morning from 6:30 in the morning and she was unable to get food at the distribution site. La señora Edith Berrio Gallego está diciendo que estaba en la línea para coger alimentos esta mañana en el Parque Royal Oaks, pero no tuvo chance de coger alimentos. Unfortunately, we only had enough food for 500 families. And that went by really quickly. There were already 500 cars in line, but that's something we're working on. And la señora Gallego, yo sé que hoy nada más que tuvimos comida suficiente para 500 personas en el Royal Oaks Park. Yo sé que había varias otras personas que estaban en la línea, pero estamos también trabajando para hacer esto la semana que viene otra vez en Royal Oaks Park y también entre semanas, desde las 10 de la mañana hasta las 12. En Miami Lakes United Methodist va a haber alimentos de ahí también, puede pasar por ahí. You can go by there, Miami Lakes United Methodist Church from 10 to noon every Monday through Friday. Let me see if there's any other questions. Didi is saying, please, if we have to stay quarantined longer, please do so just to make sure that everyone is safe. We still don't know how this will keep, and don't take down the curfew and stay safe. Distance, gloves, and masks. Thank you. So, Mr. Manager, what are your recommendations to our community in regards to the safer at home order?
Yeah, I mean, that's we've seen the recommendations from the CDC. We know that the recommendation is whenever you go out in public to make sure you cover your face. We also have to maintain the rigorous hand washing and social distancing. But, you know, those are the things that we can do ourselves. And us as a government, we want to make sure that no matter what we do, we got to make sure that we don't endanger more lives. So we got to make sure that we do it smart, we do it methodical, we do it with medical advice, and we do it slowly but surely.
Thank you, Mr. Manager. And Swanee Perez Models are actually talking about the distribution today, how they were unable to get food, and Quiero repetir que esta mañana nada más que tuvimos comida para 500 personas. Estamos trabajando para el próximo viernes para tener más alimentos. Si no tuvieron chance ahí, el lunes, los lunes a viernes, todos los días, desde las 10 de la mañana hasta las 12 del día, pueden pasar por la iglesia Miami Lakes United Methodist. Esa es la iglesia donde tienen las calabazas todos los años aquí en nuestra comunidad. Pueden pasar por ahí y van a tener alimentos ahí también. Y si conocen personas mayores, tenemos un programa que lleva los mandados por todos los viernes a su casa, pero el viernes que viene también va a haber este evento. Miami, Mr. Manager Antonio Lopez Ferrez, do we know how many people have been tested in Miami Lakes?
I don't know how many people have been tested. I know how many have been confirmed positive. We have 41 cases of that have tested positive for the coronavirus. And as I've said in the past, the amount of information that we get from the State Department of Health is very limited. There's a lot of concerns with privacy issues, etc. So what we know, the information that we get is twice a day they give us an idea of how many total cases. We don't know if they're young or old. We don't know if they're severe cases or mild cases. So we don't know how many people have actually taken the test for coronavirus of our residents. All we know is that there's 41 cases that have tested positive.
That's the information, obviously, that they give us. I mean, remember, there's over 400 cities in Florida, many counties. So a lot of information going out and about. We'll try to reach out. I know our manager's been trying to get as much information, much data to share with the public as possible. Alexis is asking, I would like to know if you were planning to check driver licenses in order to get food. So Alexis, they're at the distributions on Fridays. We will not be asking for folks' driver's license. Those are open to anyone from Northwest Aid. I mean, the food comes from different organizations and they work with our community. So I know we've always worked to be good partners and we want to work with everybody. The only program that is only for Miami Lakes residents is the groceries for seniors that go every single Friday, 2 seniors in our town. But both the Friday distribution that we're going to have next Friday also at Royal Oaks Park is available to all residents of Northwest Aid. And then the one at Miami Lakes United Methodist Church is open to all residents of Northwest Aid as well. Antonio Lopez Ferrer is asking, where's the nearest testing facility for people who live on Main Street?
Yeah, the closest testing facilities are Hard Rock Stadium, the football stadium where the Dolphins and the Hurricanes play. And also there's a testing facility at Amelia Earhart Park. It's a county park, but it's in the city of Hialeah.
Thank you, Mr. Manager, and thank you. I see Melissa Bandujo. She's offering to help any resident here in our community that might need some food. La señora Bandujo está ofreciendo, que puso unos comentarios, ayudar cualquier residente aquí en nuestra comunidad que necesita comida. I've heard different stories, even from folks that find out that there is somebody who needs some extra help during these difficult times, and they'll order groceries for them via Instacart or via some of these programs that can purchase them and deliver them directly to the folks in need. So there are many different ways to help people in our community. So thank you for that, Melissa. Mr. Manager, John is asking, is it necessary for our police officers at night to blow their sirens rapidly like there's traffic?
I'd have to see what the situation is. Obviously, there's state laws that require that if those police officers are responding to a call and they get into an accident and they don't have what they call visual or audible warning devices, lights and sirens, they could be held liable if they get into an accident. So a lot of that is they have to make sure, even if there's no cars around, they have to alert any cars that may be ahead of them that they're coming on what they call a 3 signal, which is an emergency signal. They're going to an emergency.
Thank you, Mr. Manager. Lidell's saying, where can we submit suggestions or ideas to get the ball rolling for the city? And I am assuming you're talking about get the ball rolling in terms of our economy. You can send that to any of us right here, to the manager, to myself, or you can send it directly to the chair of economic development here in our community, because I'm sure they're going to have a meeting soon. Hopefully they start discussing some of these measures. So I know Mr. Eddie Blanco, who's the chair, he's probably watching this. So Eddie, if you are watching this, send your email to Lidell so you guys can get in contact. And it's the more information, the more ideas, the more suggestions that we get from the public, the better, because it's important that we continue working together. Just checking out the other questions that we may have here. Let me read the next one. Let me see. Give me a second. Mr. Manager, there's a gentleman here. His name's Gary Poe. He's saying he would like an appointment with our transportation planning manager. So he's just saying, welcome to the town and good luck with the new opportunity. And I'm sure, Mr. Manager, this gentleman says he uses Freebie a lot and says that, he knows that Mr. Zayas will do a great job, and hopefully he can have an opportunity to talk to him.
Yeah, I mean, our town hall right now is closed. We're working virtually. But if you send me your message, your email, I'll make sure he get it to him, and then you can have a telephone conversation until we reopen, or you can probably even arrange to have a Zoom meeting with him.
Lynn Russo is saying, okay. I'm sorry, Miami Lakers, just trying to read some of the questions here. I know we have some glare. Miami Lakers, I know, look, I do ask that everybody be respectful in our comments to each other. We're all in this together. Sometimes I know, and we talked about it yesterday, and when we talked about it, look, it's okay for all of us to feel frustrated, to feel upset, but I think it's important that we remember that we're here for each other, we're working for each other. So just remember, on social media, wherever, just make sure that you guys are respectful to each other, that our comments are respectful to all of us, because we are in this together. Everybody's feeling this situation, and we're all working together. So Miami Lakers, I don't see any other questions on here. Mr. Manager, do you have anything else you wanted to say?
Yeah, I just want to say that I think we can't drop the ball now. We're in the red zone, as they say in football, right? So if we start dropping the ball and trying to reopen too fast, we're gonna fumble, right? So we just have to make sure that when we start considering reopening the economy, reopening society, that we have to do it responsibly, and we have to do it with the medical advice of the professionals that can help guide us and make the wise decisions.
Thank you, Mr. Manager. And would you like to say it in Spanish, please? Because one of the commitments that we made is that we always speak in English and Spanish here in our community.
Sí, que tenemos que empezar a ver cómo podemos volver a abrir la economía, pero la tenemos que hacer responsables. Tenemos que hacerlo con el aviso y el consejo de los profesionales médicos, porque no queremos abrir la economía y los restaurantes y todos los negocios muy temprano, muy rápido, porque si no, entonces vamos a tener otra ola de casos nuevos.
Thank you. Lydell, I know, just reach out to us. You could you can email me at sidm@miamilakes-fl.gov, or you can email Pidermann e@miamilakes-fl.gov, and we'll forward your information to the chair of our Economic Development Committee. I'm sure he'll be watching this video soon and can provide you with that information. There is somebody here, Roberto Novoa. Why don't you designate a budget to buy masks and gloves for residents?
We barely were able to find enough for our staff. The supply was limited, and we were just recently able to buy, so that when we go to reopen Town Hall, we just have enough for our own staff to be able to function safely.
Absolutely, Miami Lakers, and we're going to continue bringing you this update 7 days a week in English and Spanish. We want to make sure that we reach everybody in our community. We want to make sure we get out to everybody. So Miami Lakers, stay safe, keep working together. We have to stay united. And like we talked about yesterday, we had our first mental health Thursday. Look, we know that there's a lot of anxiety, a lot of folks that fear this situation that's going on, but know that we are here with you. We have folks that'll work with you guys, that'll talk to you, anybody in need. So make sure that you reach out to us, let us know. We are here to serve you, from our town manager, our staff, our volunteers. We do have an amazing, amazing community. Miami Lakers are amazing people. We're all in this together. We will get through this by working together. So make sure we continue staying united. And if you hear of anybody that needs some extra help, please feel free to reach out to myself, the manager, anybody who needs some help. We want to make sure we either direct them in the right direction, we can help them ourselves, or whatever it may be, but we are here for everybody. So Miami Lakers, stay safe. Residente aquí de nuestra comunidad, por favor sepan que estamos aquí para ustedes. Llámanos cualquier cosa. Si conocen a alguien en nuestra comunidad que está teniendo unos problemas, lo que sea, por favor llámalos al administrador, yo, cualquier voluntario aquí en nuestra comunidad, porque estamos juntos en esto. We are in this together, and together we will get past this. Take care, Miami Lakers. God bless, and have a great weekend. We'll see you tomorrow.